What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to episode number 21 of our Pittsburgh Pirates MLB The Show 21 franchise. Very excited to be dropping episode number 21 of the franchise. The Pittsburgh Pirates are currently 41-42 after the Milwaukee series. That was the first place Milwaukee Brewers that we took on in the last episode. So if you guys haven't seen the last episode, be sure to check that one out. And if you guys did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content, because only you can make a difference for the channel, so your support is greatly appreciated. And with that being said, guys, we're going to be getting right into the series breakdown. We're going to be heading into the two series here. We're going to be taking on the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets in this one here, and then we're going to be discussing some of the All-Star games and things like that. So stay tuned for all of that. We got some trades and interesting things coming up. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into today's video. And before jumping into the Atlanta Braves series, the Minnesota Twins ended up sending us a trade requiring us to send Danny Santana over to them for Jorge Alcala. Jorge Alcala, a relief pitcher, really nice knockout slider, changeup mix, very high velocity fastball. So far in AAA in 49 innings, Alcala has been solid with a 1.84 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP, striking out 49 batters in those 49 innings, also having 7 holds along the way, only allowing 2 home runs while only allowing 18 walks. Very nice out of him. So we accepted the trade, and Alcala will start his season in AAA in Indianapolis for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So unfortunately, Danny Santana really didn't pan out as much as we wanted him to. Obviously, Santana could have been a guy that we could have utilized a little bit more, but he just really wasn't the guy that was ready to do it. His slash line, you can see, he just wasn't really strong enough to be a complete athlete for us, so we had to send him out, and unfortunately Danny Santana is no longer going to be a part of this franchise. And now getting into the Atlanta Braves series, unfortunately we get into the Atlanta Braves series where Atlanta takes the Pittsburgh Pirates out 16-4. Player of the game would be Dansby Swanson. He was very solid for them. Now at the box score, you can see the Pittsburgh Pirates, on the other hand, we did manage to score 4 runs, but 11 strikeouts did not do the job on the 2 hits. Was not really the best outing for the Pittsburgh Pirates there. Hopefully we can turn things around. Now looking at the pitching side of things, Mitch Keller was really the most of what happened. Him and Chris Stratton, who also Stratton let up 7 runs, walked 3 batters and on 5 hits in an inning in 2/3. He was an absolute wreck out there, as a train wreck, and Mitch Keller only also goed 3 innings, so things were not really looking the best for the Pittsburgh Pirates, hoping to turn things around here in game number 2. And now moving into the plus side of things, Brian Goodwin will finally be coming off the disabled list after that fractured hand that he suffered. Brian Goodwin, with the injury, things weren't looking the best for him, as he was starting the season in 74 at-bats, as he only has 4 home runs on the 10 RBIs with a 189 batting average. But at least with Danny Santana being gone, this will be a nice backup outfielder to have be on the bench, so at least we can have a little bit of power on the bench for Brian Goodwin. Game number 2 would go again the way of Atlanta. Framber Valdez could not really complete. Freddie Freeman would go 3 for 4 with 2 RBIs, a double, and a walk. Mike Soroka would also be the winning pitcher for the Atlanta Braves. Moving into the box score, Cabrian Hayes did not get a hit, so something a little bit worrisome. He's going to be notched with a 260 average, so hopefully he can start getting things back around. We know he can be a super athlete, and we need him to be. We did score 5 runs, but again, 11 strikeouts and not getting 1 walk. Gregory Polanco did get a home run, so he's going to have his 16th. Actually, he got 2 home runs of the game, so good outing out of Polanco. Good to see him with the 4 RBIs. And then returning from the injury, Brian Goodwin homered, so had his 5th home run of the season, so it is good to see that the injury did not affect him too much. Moving into pitching now, Valdez was absolutely horrible again, so hopefully the Houston Astros trade was not too much of a bust, as Valdez only went 4 innings, allowing 10 hits, walking 2 on 7 earned runs, only striking out 2 as well in those 4 innings. Steven Brault and Michael Feliz would come in. Feliz was very good out of the pen. That was a plus side of the bullpen. He went 2 innings, striking out 4 batters, so good to see that he's kind of getting things down and neutralizing that in game number 2. So hopefully game number 3 can look a little brighter for the 4-1-2. And now heading into game number 3, it is going to be a sweep against the Pittsburgh Pirates for the Atlanta Braves. Dansby Swanson would be the player of the game yet again. He goes 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run on 3 RBIs. The losing pitcher is going to be Richard Rodriguez, who ended up blowing the save, letting up 3 runs as the Pirates were trying to head into winning this game, but Richard Rodriguez would fail the Pittsburgh Pirates yet again. Things not looking the best for him. Looking at the box score now, on 7 hits, 4 RBIs on the 4 runs scored, 9 walks on 7 strikeouts, so the walks were up. That was a plus side. Brian Goodwin also did get 2 hits and 4 RBIs, so he has been pretty good so far in the return from the injury, as game number 3 looks well for him as well. Now, the pitching, on the other hand, Chad Kuhl, not the best, not the worst. 6 innings, 2 strikeouts, a 3.30 ERA. Things looking pretty good for him. Stilmont was solid in the 2 innings of work for him, but unfortunately, Richard Rodriguez blew this one, and he's going to be kind of starting to maybe push into maybe a setup role or middle relief role, as good as Kyle Crick has been, but he is actually not going to be the Pirate that we end up sending down to AAA. We're going to be removing Chris Stratton from the 40-man roster and now sending him down to AAA if he can end up clearing the rosters, as we are going to be calling up Jorge Alcala to the Major League rosters. We recently just acquired him, as you've seen earlier in the video, for Danny Santana. He was been tearing it up in AAA for the Twins and a little bit for the Pittsburgh Pirates in the one game that he actually pitched in Indianapolis. We ended up calling him up. He is going to be wearing number 66, so round number 66 is going to be gaining a little more velocity, as Jorge Alcala is going to be making his Pittsburgh Pirates debut here very shortly in a couple of these games here against the New York Mets. And game number 1 against the New York Mets, unfortunately, the Pittsburgh Pirates would meet Big Meat Pete on the bat. He's going to be notching 2 home runs on 5 RBIs. That is going to be all the runs that they needed to beat the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4-5 was the final, going on 9 hits. Noah Syndergaard would be the winning pitcher. The losing pitcher, unfortunately, is Tyler Anderson. Moving into the box score now, we have 9 hits total. Wilmer Defoe, the leadoff guy, playing second base, giving Kevin Newman a bit of a day off. He's going to notch the 2 hits like we stated before. Also a pinch hit home run from Diego Flores, and then John Ryan Murphy would also get some home runs in game number 2. So the bats were lively, but unfortunately could not get enough offense to take game number 1 in New York. This one, hopefully we can keep things moving a little bit, as we're going to be looking at the pitching side of things in 5 innings. Tyler Anderson, definitely not the best outing of him so far this season. He's been pretty solid, so it's okay if he has one bad game. He allows 5 runs on the 9 hits, just allowing 1 walk, so the whip's still pretty solid. Bullpen, can't complain about much. Didn't allow any runs, didn't strike anyone out. Very boring day to be watching some Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen action, as they do not do things too well here in game number 1. And some would say Pittsburgh knows how to ride the struggle bus the hardest, and this would include in this video here. So far, the Pirates are currently on a 6-game losing streak, heading into this one just before the All-Star game, trying to make a playoff push. Things not looking too great. They were 2 games out of first place, but after this losing streak, things are going to be taking a bit of a tide. We're going to see what things can happen in game number 4 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, if we can make some moves, make some advantages, and see what this team can do. In other news, though, Andrew McCutchen would end up getting traded to New York Yankees, so he's going to be back in the pinstripes in New York, as Luis Severino is going to be required from the New York Yankees into the Phillies uniforms. Also, Zach Eflin is going to be packaged in with that deal. So McCutchen is going to be seeing one more season in New York. And game number 4 of this finale against the New York Mets would finally snap that 6-game losing streak that the Pittsburgh Pirates were a part of. Colin Moran would go 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored, a home run on 2 RBIs, a double, and a walk. He is going to be named the player of the game. Kyle Crick would be the winning pitcher, as in the bottom of the 9th, the Pirates scored 2 runs, but the Mets nearly scoring 3. Crick is still, regardless, the winning pitcher. He's going to advance to 8-1. Losing pitcher for the New York Mets is Edwin Diaz. His ERA jumping to 5.23. Couple notable players in this one is Colin Moran and, again, John Ryan Murphy. Both got a homer in this one. Brian Reynolds also got 3 hits and notched 2 RBIs. That average jumping to a 277. Kevin Newman in the 288 era Cabrera. Things looking pretty good for those guys. Murphy also notching 3 hits along with that home run mentioned before. And again, another good pinch hit out of Diego Flores. He's been a pretty good prospect to watch. Moving into the pitching side of the things, made New York burn a bunch of their bullpen guys. They went through 6 pitchers in this one, as the Pirates did use a decent amount as they went through 5. Richard Rodriguez would get the save. As we mentioned before, Kyle Crick would get the win. Sam Howard would try to come into this one. He let up 3 runs there, tried to go 2 innings with him. Things did not go that way, but finally the losing streak is over for Pittsburgh. And the games are up in the standings, and taking a look at the standings so far, the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to be moving into 4th place as we are 3 games out of 1st place. So along with the losing streak, we didn't lose too much ground as the Pirates trying to make some gains. We are currently 3-7 in our last 10 games. The Brewers are going to be on top of the division. The Cubs not too far away from them. They are 1.5 games. And then the Cincinnati Reds are currently 2.5 games out of the division, heading right into the All-Star game. Now moving into the wild card, the Pirates are going to be sitting at 6.5 games out of the wild card race. The Padres holding that top crown, that top spot very, very hard, as they have a .602 winning percentage. They are 56-37. Obviously, they have the Los Angeles Dodgers to deal with in their division, so things not looking the best for them. Colorado, believe it or not, was kind of surprised to see Colorado. They lost Nolan Arenado. Thought they would be a little bit down there, more as the bottom echelon of teams this year, but they are 49-42. They're playing pretty good ball. The Atlanta Braves, Nationals, and Cubs, and the Cincinnati Reds, a bunch of the NL Central Division guys are above the Pittsburgh Pirates, so it is very, very important that we start playing good ball against our division if we want any chance of winning this game any further and making it into the playoffs. We got to start making some moves. It's the trade deadline. It's the All-Star break. Things are going to be getting hot and heavy, and expect that to be happening very soon. And with that being said, guys, that is actually going to wrap up today's video. We are going to be diving into the All-Star break in the next episode. We're going to be getting very, very in-depth with that one. We're going to be talking about a lot of the players' performances, a lot of the minor league performances, and maybe a couple of trades or 2. Who knows? Only I do. So if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more amazing content, because only you can make a difference for today's channel, so your support is always greatly appreciated. And with that being said, guys, I just wanted to take a little bit of appreciation as I made this one. We currently just hit 1,000 views and 100 subscribers on our very first video of this series. Hit 1,000. We hit 100 subscribers on the channel. That is all because of you guys. Again, I've said it in a couple other videos. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys have been killing it in the comments. You guys have been really interactive lately. You guys have just been watching the videos, and it really, really shows. So if you guys really, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for making this series even just that much more enjoyable. It's been really nice interacting with everyone, and we're going to keep continuing to make some of these franchises. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see some other content from me, maybe some MLB Diamond Dynasty, maybe some other games, MLB related, maybe not, who knows. And with that being said, guys, I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.